giving this little Manus tiller a workout. Basically, all of these roots end up getting wrapped around the tiller, and so I'm constantly cleaning the tiller out. So I run for a little while and then it bogs down, and then I stop and I undo, take these cotter pins out of the sides here, take the wheel off, the till blade off, and clean them, and then I put them back on and I start again. So I'm working on my garden, so hopefully I'll get them all cleaned up and looking nice, and I'll actually have a decent garden this year, because last year didn't go so well. So this is what I was talking about with the weeds getting wound up. You see this huge knot that gets wound up on the back side of the wheel. A little harder to do this with one hand and try and keep everything in the camera. So we got this all cleaned back off now. You can see quite a pile here. Comes around the back. This is not the worst I've ever seen it. This wasn't even enough to make it bog down. I just wanted to clean this before I get into another bed, because I don't want to put these roots and stuff back in the other bed that I'm getting ready to clean up. So oh, not a very good camera work today, especially with one hand. So the pin goes back in. Now we're going to flip it over. We're going to remove, I keep getting my finger in the way. Remove this one. I'm going to lift up, try to. Like I said, really difficult with one hand. Switch hands, try not to put my hand in front of the lens. Okay, that took some work. So we got more wound around this side, and of course back side of the tiller wheel. Get that all cleaned off. Now we are nice and clean. These are keyed, so you turn it until there's a flat spot and it drops on. Turn it until there's a flat spot and it drops on. And you're going to put your pin back in, and it locks it in place. So this is that one bed. I'm going to till it again, and then today I'm planting potatoes. So I'll bring you back for that in a few minutes. So I've decided to add some of my rabbit manure to it, and I will till that up. Okay, rabbit manure is all tilled in. Looks pretty good. There's still some green matter in there that hopefully will die off. I am going to go get the potatoes. Probably going to grab a tripod, and I will bring you guys back. So I've got about a 8-inch channel cut in the planter, and this row here is going to be redskins, and there's my seed potatoes. It's not a huge amount of pieces, but hopefully be enough to get me some redskins. So this is gonna be the first time I tried planting them in the dirt in a garden. I've always done them in a like a bucket or a bag, and I haven't had great amount of luck. So this time around I'm going to try it in the dirt and see if it makes any difference. I'm putting some poles around the edge because I'm going to put a little fence around it to keep my dog from trouncing through the bed. So Sadie likes to play in the dirt, so got to keep her out of the gardens. So I have the plants in about every 8 inches. Some of them might be a little further apart. I started putting them every 12, but then I had a couple extras, so I decided to squeeze them every 8 inches. And now I'm going to cover it up and level it out, and I'll put a marker at the end, and then I'll get the other 2 rows ready, and then I'll bring out the russet potatoes. So these are, I believe, called a Pontiac Red, and then we have a, going to do 2 rows of russet. Okay, so I have about 11, well, not about, I have 11 russet potatoes there, and I will cover those over, and then I'll make a line and dig the next row, and should have about 11 in that too. And hopefully in a while I'll have potatoes. Okay, you're not going to want to sit here and dig me and watch me dig another trench, so I'm going to dig another trench and plant the next row, and I'll bring you back when I'm all done with it. Okay, so all three rows are planted. Those are redskins, russet, and russet. So I have not put the fence around it yet. And I'll do that right now. I gotta actually see what fencing I can use. I think I have some more chicken wire, but I'm not sure. And I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, it's not gorgeous, but there is a fence around it. Should keep the dog out of it. Again, it's not gorgeous, but potatoes are planted. First things are in the ground. Hopefully more to come tomorrow. Okay, I know this does not look like much, But I just fought with this for an hour just to get this tilled. This was grass. It is going to be 16 foot of Kentucky, I think it's Kentucky Wonder pole beans. I'm going to run them up on the fence. So 16 foot worth of row. And this was just day one of tilling, so tomorrow I'll come back out here and till again. And then tomorrow's Tuesday, today's Monday. So Wednesday I'll probably be planting. So, but I need to get a little fence to keep my dog from getting in here. So 16 foot long. I'd really like to go get a cattle panel and just set it up on the outside here, so I can still mow and still get into the beans because I'll have some space. But we'll see how that goes. I still have that bed and that bed right there to till under. Trying to do this after work and everything else. So Sadie has just discovered that the ground is all dug up, so she'll be digging through this and playing in it. So